These are the students of Coe College. Everyone fits a stereotype, but beneath the surface, each individual has their own story and something that makes them unique.
For example, Chase looks like a big bad jock, tough with the big mustache, but he actually works at the Boys and Girls Club on his spare time.
Take, for example, this table of guys. They look reasonably normal, but Adam Becker secretly likes to play Pokemon. It makes him an individual.
Hi, my name is Steph, and I bet you wouldn't think that I grew up on a farm. I grew up on a farm with a really big family. This is my family of 8 right here. And in the backdrop here is my family farm that I grew up on. Growing up on a farm, you might think that maybe I drove tractors and shoveled cow manure. I might not have done those things, but I did have to chase the cows out of my garden with a stick one time. I wasn't very successful, as the cows were probably more intimidating to me than I was to them. Growing up on a farm, I did have to deal with a lot of what you guys would call hicks. And although these people are usually very racially insensitive, as the more you get to know them, the more you understand why. Living in a small town, I have found that there's 2 reasons that hicks usually criticize people of minority. One, they are isolated. They don't hang out with anyone. They've probably never had a longer than a 5-minute conversation with a black person in their life. And 2, that's the way they were brought up. Their families, their brothers, their uncles, all the people that they look up to talk like that, so they talk like that. I've also found that if a hick does actually get to know someone in a minority, they quickly change their mind about them. So the next time you hear a hick make a dumb comment about a black person, a woman, or a different minority, just roll it off your shoulder and know that they do it out of ignorance and not out of hate.
Hi, my name's Rachel, and I bet you didn't know that I work with people with physical and mental disabilities. Since high school, I worked at a place called New Hope Village in Carroll, Iowa. I've been employed there for 5 years and continue to work there during my college breaks. At my job, I assist people with their everyday living activities. Things like going to the bathroom, brushing their teeth, getting dressed, and even cooking and cleaning. They need a little extra help with, and so I help them. My work can be very challenging at times. Sometimes I get my hair pulled, I get screamed at, and I've even got bit before. But even as challenging as it can be, it's more rewarding. I've made really good relationships with the people I work with. I've learned great things, and I've become more accepting of people with a bunch of different disabilities. It's a very rewarding job. So, I think it's just one unique thing that people should know about me.
Hi, I'm Nate Jones, and this is something you didn't know about me. I have worked at Jonesy's restaurant, which my dad started in 1980, and I started working there when I was 14 years old in Solon. We moved here to Cedar Rapids, and when I was working at Solon, I used to clear tables like this young lady's doing right here. Very nice job. And now, after I have grown up, I have moved to the back in the kitchen where the tough work gets done. And this is where I worked all summer. There's a shot of our main thing, the tenderloin getting cooked. And that burger's looking very nice, Danielle. And this is our main thing that we make, and I cook these all summer. I actually deliver to local businesses, so if you work at a local business in the future, I will be there to deliver some food to you. So now that you know a little bit something about me that you didn't know before, I think I'm going to grab myself a little bite to eat here. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Alisa, and one thing I bet you didn't know about me is that I used to and still do love horses. As you can tell from my appearance, I'm from an upper middle class economy. I'm white, I'm an athlete here at Coe College, I run track, and I bet you really just didn't know that I used to love and still do love getting down and dirty with horses. This is when I was about 10 years old. This was my first horse. His name was Corey. He was a speckled Arabian. This is my mom on another one of our horses, Bally. And we lived out in the country, and this is our favorite thing to do, is just take long rides on the gravel road. This is me. I was about 15 at our county fair. This is my favorite horse of all time. His name is Elvis. He was my baby, and he treated me dearly. And this was me saying goodbye to him when we had to sell him because I got more involved with sports than I did with horses. I still love horses, I just don't get the time to ride them as much as I used to. It's still a passion of mine, and that's one thing that makes me unique.
Hi, my name's Emma. You might think I'm just another dumb cheerleader, but if you really knew me, you would know that one of my best friends is an 11-year-old boy.
What's your name?
Jack.
How old are you, Jack?
11.
11. And what's your favorite sport?
Wrestling.
And what is something...
Yeah, I have fun.
Tell me a joke.
I did a cream cross the road.
Why did the what cross the road?
Cream?
Cream?
Yeah,
Why did the cream cross the road?
to get some ice cream.
Hi, my name is Amy, and you might not be surprised that I am a band geek, but you might be surprised at what my primary instrument is. I have played the trombone for 8 years. So you see, not all band people are quite what we seem. And yeah, women can play low brass instruments. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm just like any other stupid football player. But if you really knew me, you'd know that I'm not a stupid athlete, but a student athlete. Seems like being a football player, there isn't a whole lot expected of me, academic-wise. Seems like teachers don't really expect me to work hard in the classroom and succeed, but I have overcome that stereotype and have been a student athlete instead and hit the books, and I've never gotten worse than a C in any class, so I'm pretty proud of that, and I graduated high school with a 3.6 GPA.